Brand new, straight from the oven. Looks alright. So far, so good. Battery's dead. It's sitting forever. You can tell. Disc's all rusty. There she goes. Brilliant. So, very interestingly, this is what we come across in the boot of this Qashqai. Don't know what sort of job was the previous owner doing, but there's a bit of a hammer, steel pipe, a 310 thingy-majig, an air compressor, which comes in handy for the flat tire there. Yeah, otherwise seems alright. This is the most boring Nissan. And now, allow me to show you why boring doesn't necessarily means bad. This is a Nissan Qashqai 2-litre DCI, which is diesel. It's a 4x2 version, so it's not 4-wheel drive, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, particularly if you do a lot of city driving and you want an SUV to feel a bit safer. I'm just taking you around it to have a better idea. It does have the odd scratches on the bumper. Bonnet seems alright, I think. Fine scratches as you would with a 2012 car. These are a bit more significant. I thought it's plastic. Some of these bumpers are plastic. There's a bit of a dent here as well. Don't know how obvious it is on the camera. There it is. And the other thing I saw was a bit of a dent there and a scratch. But other than that, oh yeah, and the mirror taped with glue. So we will have to look for a better mirror. The fact that this car is boring makes its story boring too. The car had only 2 owners from new, and the second owner unfortunately hasn't maintained the service book on it, the service history. I found the letter when the car was delivered. I found the letter inside the car with the potential owner's address. I've sent him a letter containing his letter too, and long story short, he's got back to me. He called me and said that no, there's no service history that he's maintained. He wasn't much for talking, man of few words, so I couldn't get much off him, unfortunately. But yeah, 2 owners from new, 55,400 miles roughly. Clean MOT as far as I could see. HPI checks were clean as well. Nothing much to see there. the car did got stolen from the previous owner and obviously recovered, but there was no damage to it to categorize it as damaged. So yeah, that's about it. Enough walk around, I could say. You've seen all you wanted to see, more or less. It's a clean car, I mean, for 2012, 2011, 2012. Yeah, headlights nice and clean too, not cracked or anything. The wheels are boring, just boring alloys. Oh. Tires, the front tires are brand new, but the rear ones, they're not great, to be fair. I mean, this one's alright, I think. Oh yeah, plenty of thread. You can see there where the mark is. But this tire's alright too, actually. But I think it's the other one I thought. This is intact too, but there's a bit of a fog there. No fog in this one though. Yeah, I thought this tire wasn't. Yeah, obviously they're not matching. Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, but a thread. Yeah, it's a where was it? Yeah, all season tire. It's got plenty of thread, but it's not matching with the other one. The other rear tire. As for the front goes, yeah, the tires are alright. I could see that it failed its MOT the last time it was done due to front tires, so we can tell the owner has replaced them. Clean interior, I mean, that's a sign that the car has been maintained. Yeah, I mean, it's not leather, but it's clean for 55,000 miles. It's it's a boring plastic, very boring. Going inside here, it's a very boring plastic and ugly, to be fair. Peeling here. Steering wheel. So whoever's bought the car new did want it basic and cheap, so to say. Everything's flimsy plastic, but robust. I mean, we got to give it some credit. It's got electric window, electric mirrors, 4 electric windows. That's the headlights adjuster. Traction control on and off. Manual settings for your heating. It does have AC though, which is great. It's got Bluetooth, but I think it's a phone calls only type of Bluetooth. Yeah, that doesn't work with the generous glove compartment. Service history only maintained by the first owner, so it goes up to 2014. I will attach the HPI check I've done. So the second owner had this car for just over 7 years, so they've had it for a long time. Got a feeling the last servicing was done last May, because I found an invoice for an oil filter, but that was about it really. So oil filter in May 2022. I am currently waiting for my I've received the oil for it, and I'm waiting for its filters to fully service the car. That will be a separate YouTube video if you are interested at all. The lock nut that we can see, we can test actually, see if it matches. Yeah, matching here. Does it match here? Should do. Oh, there you are. Matching there. That proves it's genuine. One thing that throws me a bit is the spare wheel. So it's missing the boot liner to start with, but the boot cover, it's sort of floating. So I've got a full-size spare wheel. I'll have to Google this. And not many accessories, just the toe hook. And I imagine that's the thing to secure the actual spare wheel in place. But this is a full-size spare wheel. I don't think this is right, if you ask me. It's a Bridgestone. Better than the wheels on the actual car. And but yeah, it's pretty odd. Only because this liner seems to be floating. It doesn't really seem... although this is higher. This foam is higher. Yeah, I can't tell you. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, really odd. I should also attach the video of the car, the way it came. I think whoever stole this car was up to all sorts with it. Found the 3-ton trolley jack, a steel pipe and a hammer. Probably some catalytic converter thieves there. I suppose using such a car for such a job is alright, because you wouldn't attract much attention. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely not much to tell you about a Nissan Qashqai, other than just show it to you, show you how basic it looks like. It's definitely the most basic car I've saw. But yeah, basic means robust, boring, nothing much to break on it. Let's have a look at the engine while we're here. Only comes with one key. I did ask the previous owner in my letter whether they had any spare keys, but apparently they've given them all away to insurance. So yeah, it's a bit weird. It's just 2 owners and no extra keys. God knows what happened there. Oh, wrong hole. Yeah. That thing lifts every time I open the bonnet. Yeah, I mean, what can I tell you here? Try to take the engine cover off. Ouch, that was hot. Yeah, we're encountering another bit of plastic, but can't see any oil damp or anything like it. It looks pretty dry from up here. Can't even see where the spark plugs are. Probably at the back somewhere. Yeah, have a quick look around if you like. Pretty greasy here around the battery. But yeah, I mean, basic. Fuel filter here, which is very handy to replace when needs be. You don't have to go underneath the car, as on most cars. From whatever else I saw, the obviously the engine oil filters underneath the car, but we'll get to that in the other video. Yeah, very boring, very boring. But also less to worry about. If you want a car that just starts in the morning, drives to work, and as a bonus doesn't use much fuel either, I think this is what you're looking for, to be fully honest with you. A boring Nissan Qashqai, 2-litre diesel. It does have a nice torque as well. I mean, it pulls nicely. That sounds like tough steel there. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with my latest purchase, to be fair with you. So yeah, I mean, I'll sort the full service out. Up to you if you want to replace the rear tires. I mean, this is all right. It's just the fact that they don't match. Underneath the car, anything to see there? The brake discs, they're very rusty because they've been sitting for long. But the way to test them, as far as I've seen on other YouTube videos, is to see if there's a big edge here. I will show you the brake discs are worn, but there isn't, and I don't think I'll be able to show you the discs, the brake pads. They've got plenty of thread on them. Same here, the rear, not much of an edge. Can't show you the brake pads, but they look all right to me. Yeah. Good old boring Nissan Qashqai. I'll have to look for a spare driver's mirror, because this has had it already now. The tape is coming off, unless I'm just going to put some new tape on. Yeah. So yeah, I think we could go for a drive. I can start the engine for you, so you can have a listen at. Sounds alright to me. It's just purring like a cat. Another thing I've noticed, the wiper blades are knackered. So yeah, it will come with new wiper blades too. This mirror's alright, not cracked or anything. Can't tell whether this is just, yeah, I think it's just black. Doesn't have any different tint. Brilliant. Let's go for a test drive, guys. So yes, guys, test drive it is then. Pretty smooth, if you ask me. So big tires. I mean, small wheels, big tires. Got the signal there. Very torquey. The annoying bit about this plastic in the doors and everything, that is that if you got whatever in the door pockets and it slides, you can hear that. There's no carpet or anything in the doors to make them smooth, stop things from sliding. So yeah, it's really boring, but in a way it does have some character. I like driving boring cars, if you ask me. I mean, clutch alright, got a nice steering wheel, 6-speed gearbox manual settings for your cold and hot. The AC is working, I've tested it. Yeah, just sometimes I really appreciate going back to basic. You drive all sorts of cars, yeah, and you're impressed with big screens and I mean, nice speakers would be nice, don't get me wrong, but yeah, big screens. I've seen some new manufacturers, including, well, I think mainly Tesla, have started quitting these knobs completely and moving everything onto the steering wheel. And every time you need the signal, you got to look for a button. But here it's just basic. I mean, And if you like me and you like basic stuff, you want to buy something like this. I mean, my car is a Avensis, which is again boring, but in 2 years I've had no problems with it whatsoever. Great MPG, 500 miles more or less to full tank, which is 0.5 liters. I don't know about this car, how much fuel it uses. I've never really drove it that much to have a clue, but given it's a 2-liter Renault engine, I wouldn't be surprised if you did a good MPG. I drove the 1.5 litre too, but this one feels a bit more, well, it is bigger, and sometimes bigger is better. And this is torquier, a bit more fast. Yeah, I like that. I'm not going to bore you with long test drives anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you with long test drives. The car is what it is. I mean, there's not much to describe. Best thing to do is to come and see it. If you are looking for a boring car, boring and reliable. Yeah, 2 owners from new. The first owner had it for like 3 years, and the second had it till sometime this year, since 2014. So that shows it's a good car too, because he wouldn't have kept it for so long if he didn't like it. But yeah, I mean, what a leather steering wheel would have been nice, to be fair. This is a bit not particularly big fan of it. Yeah, it does have a few scratches every now and then, but I'm not trying to hide them, obviously. They're there. Price will be reflected by it. By them, I mean. And yeah. Yeah, it pulls nicely. Brakes alright as well. Yeah, nice tiny SUV. I wouldn't call it an SUV. Although it is class 1. So yes, guys. This is my 3rd car. We're doing all right. So if you are looking to buy a boring, good old Nissan Qashqai, feel free to drop me a phone call, drop me an email, drop me a text, drop me whatever. Feel free to get in touch anytime, day and night. So until next time, have a nice Christmas and all the best.